Okay, I want to show you really quickly what I did. I went ahead and I turned off recording so that I could fix my electrical issue. And I'll show you what I did to fix it. So as I conjectured during my broadcast earlier, the reason I couldn't get the electricity to work is because the surface of this screen is convex, right? It's curved. And for some reason, Bethesda has or Fallout 4 has a really hard time with attaching objects to a curved surface. So the line of sight was getting all messed up. So what I ended up doing is placing one small power pylon on the corner of this frame, attaching my engines to it, and then running it down the flat side of this building. I also was able to get all of my windmills attached to the top. So this entire screen is my generator farm. I have everything way up here. Now I did have to use a mod in order to get these last 3 windmills up here. The game wouldn't let me place them by itself. And I'll share the mods in the description of this video, but I did get it to work. I got everything wired up, and it runs down here. So we go all the way down here, and then we split the power in two. One line goes this way. Let's follow that. One line goes all the way down here to serve 2 purposes. The first is to power my water purifier. So I've got all these water purifiers set up here, and it's producing a lot of purified water for me, which I can then sell to merchants for buku bucks. And I went ahead and installed lighting for my marketplace. So these sconces are not part of the game. This is from a mod, which I'll share in the description. But these are part of the game, and what you can do is each of these little itty-bitty pylons, when connected to power, they produce an invisible field that is this giant circle around them, and anything placed within that field is powered. So for example, I placed these lights down here beneath each of these bar tables, and each of these small pylons has a small field that these are within. So I found it was like every 2 or 3 shops I would have to install a new one, and then 2 or 3 more to install a new one, all the way around. So I managed to get this entire situation lit. I've got some seating out here covered with food. My settlers are using it, and that's great. And then I've got my water purifiers powered up. Then we go down here, and you saw me build this earlier, and I finally got it all powered up. And that's all it does. It just stretches over here just so that I can power this corner of my defenses. Now this building I'm not really using for anything. At the beginning of this video I had almost everything shoved into this corner, and maybe it's just me reacting to how much I dislike that as to why I'm not using this for anything, but I'm just not doing anything with it right now. Anyway, so let's go the other direction and follow the power all the way around the building. So we come over here, and I've got a pylon here, and then these tiny pylons, which are on the top of this little shack, and it goes over to this larger one, which powers my defenses here. Now, remember, we're connecting each of our turrets directly to the pylon instead of to each other, and the reason for that is if a super mutant uses a rocket launcher and knocks out one of our turrets, the rest of them will all still be connected to electricity. Whereas if they're all connected together in one daisy chain, then the super mutant could take out one of them and knock all of them out, and we want to prevent that. So I've got a guard tower here, I've got my defenses powered up over here, and then I string it along over here to my final defense section. Also, yeah, I forgot about that. I just installed that, so anyway, my immersion. So here's my radio beacon, which is going to be bringing new settlers to my place, and I discovered that this turret was positioned close enough. Oh, that is just going to get annoying. Oh my gosh. This turret is positioned close enough that it can connect directly, but these ones aren't, so I had to place this tiny little power adapter thing there. They connect directly to there. And we're still fulfilling our goal, which is to make sure that they're not connected to each other. And they're all powered up. So that's it. That's the entire Sunshine. Will you please shut up, Ada? You were just annoying. So that's it. That's the Sunshine Trading Company. We've got a nice little tiny farm over there. We've got all of our defenses set up around the perimeter. We have a nice marketplace in the middle, which surrounds our water purifiers and a home for everybody. You know what? I just remembered that I forgot one thing. And that is a place to place our Brahmin. Alright, so what do you guys think? Brahmin are the most annoying things in this game, and I installed a mod that gives them farts, which makes them even more annoying, so let's find a place to get them out of sight, out of mind, and I'm thinking some way back here, right? How about that? I put down 2 or 3 of these because as your farm becomes more productive, you attract more Brahmin, and the Brahmin make your farming even more productive. So I'm going to preemptively put 3 down, just in case I attract more Brahmin, so they're not all trying to share the same trough, forcing each other to fly in the air. And there we go. And there goes the Brahmin. Let's see if he eats from the trough correctly. This is a great way to control where your Brahmin actually go, because if you don't put these troughs down, then they'll just continue to wander your settlement, which is annoying. And there we go. Out of sight, out of mind. No more farting Brahmin near me. Alright, well thank you all for joining. This has been an efficiency build of the Starlight drive-in settlement with everything you need to generate happiness and cash. We've got 30 people here. I predict that I can get at least 6 more to come to this place, and if I do succeed in that, then this will start generating money for me, which is going to be important. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.